Let's talk about Juana la Blanca. This is an amazing herb that you probably have growing as a weed in your yard that will really do a lot of healing. Great stuff. I'm going to talk about dosage and where you can find it at the end of the video.
Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist. Get healthy now.
Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Today I want to talk about Juana la Blanca, and this grows here in my yard. It's a weed, there's no doubt about it. And there's about 275 different species around the world, and it really is very, very healing. It's anti-fungal, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, dissolves kidney stones and gallbladder stones, improves heart function, lowers blood pressure. It's a free herb. You can get it just picking it out of your yard, and there's no side effects if you use it as directed. And it has a kind of a sweet flavor to it also. It's really great. First of all, if you like what I do, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. I hardly ever get that. I think of people I've forgotten that thumbs ups are important. I thrive on those. Also, please subscribe. And remember my new book, Live a Cancer-Free Life. You don't have to be half the people out there that are going to die of cancer. It doesn't have to be that way. So I highly recommend Live a Cancer-Free Life. You can find it on Amazon or just Google it. It'll come up. Also, Juana la Blanca or Spermacoce Assurgens. And I'll put that in the title also. Not in the title, but down below in the first comment, so you can find it if you want to look up even more. And there's even studies by the National Institutes of Health about this plant, and a lot of people are looking at this plant because it's really, on the average, has so many polyphenols and flavonoids. The list goes on for 2 pages of how many wonderful healing qualities it has. Well, first of all, always check with your doctor. Make sure that this is going to be good for you. But this has been used for hundreds of years in Puerto Rico. And here is Caribe herbs, Juana la Blanca. And this is a very sweet tincture, very nice. And you take about a whole dropper full. Actually, I'll take some right now. Very sweet, very nice. I just took a dropper full earlier, so I don't want to take a whole dropper full. And it really does a great job. All kinds of different things. It's an antiseptic, first of all. Kills bacteria and viruses on surfaces, so you could use it as a spray if you wanted to. Amazing for your health. And Latin name, as I said, Spermacoce Assurgens. Hope I said that right. Also known as yerba garo and iron grass and false buttonweed, all kinds of different names. It's about 100 different names throughout the world. It grows in the southern part of the warm part of the United States, Asia, Africa, South America, Central America, used in hundreds of years in Puerto Rico, so been around for a long time. And all the Caribbean islands and, probably in Cuba also. Anywhere that's warm and slightly tropical, it will grow. There's no doubt about it. It's kind of invasive. It will take over after a while. It's one of those weeds I have to deal with on a regular basis here. It's part of the mint family also. Doesn't have a mint flavor, just a sweet flavor, so that's kind of nice. It'll get up to 2 or 3 feet tall if you let it go. Most of the time people don't let it go, so it's pretty flat, and it kind of reminds me of Wandering Jew, the plant, because it kind of looks similar, but it's not exactly like that. Also has a white flower and sometimes a little purplish tinge to the leaves. And it will grow well in a container if you want to keep it in your home. It grows as I said, it's a weed. It'll grow like a weed. Spreads very fast also. Also helps with gallbladder stones. If you have gallbladder inflammation, this helps to also get rid of the inflammation and dissolve those gallbladder stones. Also kidney stones. If you have ever passed a kidney stone, you know what I mean. This is not good. And so I highly recommend you get a hold of me. First of all, we got to change some things so you don't end up with more gallbladder stones. Also, it's really good for in preventing the spread of cancer and also preventing cancer in general. There's a huge list of antioxidants and flavonoids and terpenoids and all these different things in it. It's about 2 pages of huge amounts of wonderful things as far as what it contains. Also a good diuretic. It helps to get rid of that water weight, and everybody wants to lose an extra 10 pounds right now. And it also improves cardiac function. There are actual studies shown with animals showing it within 30 days it improved cardiac function. That's, wow, pretty amazing stuff. Also great for skin problems, rashes, and irritations. You can take a little bit of it and put it on your skin, really good. Also helps with eczema, if you have eczema, that type of thing. Also helps with protecting against gastric ulcers and GI irritations in general. And so you can make a tea with this. You can take the aerial parts, the leaves and the stems, and make a tea with it. I'll get into that a little more at the end. Also helps with ringworm because you can take the sap from the stem itself, put it on the area, and it will kill the ringworm. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antivirus, kills the E. coli and staph. Also Candida, Aspergillus, all kinds of different bacteria. I mean, it's like, wow. I mean, I was really amazed at how many different things that really can counteract. It lowers fever, just like aspirin, just really amazing. It's an anti-inflammatory. It helps with redness, swelling, and joint pain, and pain in general. It also helps with pain in general in the body, so that's a really great plus. And how can you ask for anything better? There's something that grows in your yard as free, and you can make a tea with it. The leaves have a huge amount, like I said, of wonderful flavonoids also, and terpenoids, and on and on and on. Lots of polyphenols in this, more than in green tea also. Also helps with the diarrhea because it's astringent in the body also. And helps with kidney disease because it's in Brazil. They use it a lot for helping with kidney disease in general because it has so many polyphenols and flavonoids in it. Also helps with diabetes, to lower blood sugar in general. All kinds of different things. Helps with liver disease because it has so many healing qualities also. And also helps with conjunctivitis, or conjunctivitis. I can never say that. Inflammation of the eyes. Conjunctivitis. That's it. Conjunctivitis. I look at that word. Yeah, I was just watching the movie The Penguins, you know what I mean? And he said, this is hard for me to say. And he said, osteoporosis, right? I thought that was so funny in that movie. It also lowers blood pressure. And I think it's really good because, you're not talking about anything that's going to harm in any way. So it actually, because it's anti-inflammatory, helps in a great way. Also, it's an immune boosting agent, which is really great. And so it helps to keep away colds and flus and that type of thing. It's also a good expectorant, and helps to loosen up phlegm and that type of stuff and open up and get rid of that mucus in general. Finding you can get it on Amazon and eBay. You can find the seeds also if you want to plant it. Don't plant it in your yard because you'll have another weed, but put it in a pot. It's always good. A dosage, you could take a couple teaspoons of the actual herb itself and put it into a cup, add a little bit of hot water, let it steep for about 15 minutes, and you can drink that 3 times a day, really great. The tincture is very sweet. I have to say, I like it a lot. You can take 30 drops 3 times a day. 30 drops 3 times a day. And it's very sweet. You're going to like it. There's no doubt about it. You can find that on Amazon and eBay also. Side effects, really none if taken according to what I recommend, which is 7 to 10 days, and then take a week off and come back and take it again. But not for those who are pregnant and nursing or small children, of course. And it does stimulate the uterus just a little bit, so I would stay away from the pregnant women, that's for sure. And it does interact with some medications, so think about that too. If you're taking medications, I don't recommend it. But this is a wonderful, great weed that anybody can find And there's, like I said, 275 different species, so a lot. They all have really great healing qualities. And you can look it up. You can get Juana la Blanca. You can find that on Amazon, the eBay, and all kinds of stuff. This is at our local health food store, and it's about $16 for this little, I think it's a 2-ounce bottle. And does a great job. You can make it at home yourself. You know, tinctures are really easy to make. You can just cut up some of the plant, put it into a glass bottle, add a little bit of vodka, let it sit for about 30 days. It'll change color, get kind of dark, and then you can pour that off and use it as a tincture, 30 drops, and that will do you good. So have a wonderful day. If you want to get a hold of me and do a consultation, remember, give me a call at 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119, and let's get rid of your chronic diseases. You know, it's still the first part of the year. Happy February. Good things are going to happen. Remember God, and remember, I love you.